The task switching trap. Welcome to my channel Habit Compass. Today, we're diving straight into a massive illusion that almost all of us fall for on a daily basis, the illusion of multitasking. We're going to explore exactly why trying to juggle everything at once is completely backfiring on you and why it's actually destroying your efficiency rather than, helping it. All right, let's jump right into this video.
So why is your so-called multitasking actually making you slower? To really grasp this, I want you to picture something. Imagine you're like a frantic stick figure, just running back and forth between 3 different desks. At each desk, there's a totally different project demanding your attention, right? You're constantly in motion, darting from desk 1 to desk 2 to desk 3. And honestly, you probably feel incredibly busy doing this. But here's the catch. Imagine there's an overall progress bar floating right there in the room, tracking your actual completion of these projects. Despite all your sweat and frantic movement, that progress bar, it fills at an agonizingly slow pace. You're moving fast, absolutely, but your actual progress is barely crawling along.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what's going wrong in our brains. You see, what you're actually doing isn't multitasking at all. It's what researchers call task switching. It's the act of jumping between tasks, which literally forces your brain to reorient itself every single time. Every time you bounce to a new desk in our little example, your brain forces a mental loading circle to pop up. It's exactly like a computer freezing up with that dreaded spinning wheel when you open way too many heavy apps at once. Your mind struggles. It has to dump the context of the previous desk and then load up all the rules, the memories, and the context for the new desk. And during that loading time, absolutely no real work is getting done.
Now, the sheer quantifiable scale of the damage this causes is honestly staggering. Minus 40%. This constant internal buffering, it doesn't just feel mentally exhausting, it creates a massive productivity penalty. The data actually shows that this constant need to reorient actively reduces your overall efficiency by up to a whopping 40%. Think about what that really means for your day. Nearly half of your productive potential is just evaporating into thin air. It's entirely wasted on mental loading circles. You aren't doing 40% more work by being at 3 desks, you're literally slowing your brain's processing speed down by almost half. No way, right?
So how do we fix this? Well, let's compare 2 different approaches. On one hand, we have the trap we just talked about, jumping between 3 desks and creating those continuous, draining loading circles. But on the other hand, look at the alternative. When you stop the frantic desk hopping and just stay at one desk, everything changes. The brain's loading circle completely disappears. There is zero lag. There's no mental buffering required because, well, the context remains exactly the same. And because that mental friction is just gone, your progress bar finally has the chance to zoom forward with immediate, totally uninterrupted progress.
This dramatically impacts your actual output. Look at the immense gap here. Task switching leaves you trapped at a mere 60% of your actual productivity. But single tasking? By simply refusing to move to the next task until the current task is actually done, you instantly reclaim that lost 40%. You're letting your progress and efficiency reach their full 100% potential, simply by removing the mental friction of switching. It's a real game changer.
Which brings us to our final takeaway for today. To build better habits, you have to stop navigating between tasks. Pick a direction and stay there. If you want to bypass your brain's frustrating loading screen and maximize your daily efficiency, you need to deliberately stop bouncing around. Pick a single direction, sit down at that one desk, and watch your progress soar. Stop paying a 40% penalty just for the illusion of looking busy. Focus on one thing and get it done. So, I'll leave you with this question to really think about. What is the one major task you're going to commit to finishing today without letting yourself switch away? If you learned something new, subscribe to the channel for building better habits through navigating Compass, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.